Lack of commitment in marriage.
Your partner's trauma is a gift. The hokey pokey is messing you up.
She saw her touch my penis. My narcissistic behaviors. My managing severe narcissism.
Why are you afraid of rejection?
Lack of commitment in marriage. Welcome to the Morrow Marriage podcast, guys, and we have so much to tell you. First off, I owe you this episode. Remember, I said we were going to do it, and we ended up doing a quick Q&A, and here we're going to get into it, but just in a moment. First thing, we have a new little family member here. Kathryn's got this rabbit, if you're not watching on YouTube, and it's to join our other rabbit. We like to do things in pairs, but we needed to find the right one.
I am a direct descendant of Noah. At least 2 of each. But we did make sure this is a female so that we don't,
do the thing.
Yeah, we don't want baby rabbits.
No, we don't.
We heard, they say do it like rabbits for a reason.
All right, and so lack of commitment in marriage. Again, before I get into it, I have so much to discuss. So we didn't have any episodes for you by the time you're hearing this. We had a week of no episodes. We got behind. We went down to work with the Elliott group. That's Andy Elliott. If you don't know, look him up on Instagram, official Andy Elliott. 2 million followers just on Instagram alone. I mean, this guy is next level coaching, and it's because of things like this. We didn't have certain systems in place to make sure that we have the episodes. We've never really had a problem with that other than when your dad passed. But guys, that's why that matters to the title today, is because it's not that we don't have a lack of commitment. It's that sometimes you need to figure out ways to move yourself forward, and that's going to directly affect your commitment level. You know what I mean? So I thought you guys should hear that, because when we're talking about a lack of commitment in marriage, there's so many things that you guys are doing to show that you're not committed in the marriage. And it starts to become so many little things. I was talking to a client this morning. She's really upset. She's really upset because he didn't know the kind of tea that she drinks, his first reaction was not what I would teach. And he said he got a little defensive, right? Well, we haven't been living together for a while, and he gave some
I didn't know
reasons.
That you drank tea in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. And so, guys, sometimes it's not that we don't have a commitment in marriage, okay? Sometimes there's little things like that. I have a system for stuff like that to remember. I have a list that I teach, and I've talked about many times with you guys, the lover's list. You would know the favorite tea or the favorite treats and snacks, the favorite restaurants, that's a system. And then it shows so much more commitment because your partner is like, whoa, you remember all this stuff about me. You know what I mean?
Yes, you're really good at that.
But thank you. That's why I teach it. That's why I charge so much fucking money.
That's
right? Okay.
If I asked him what my favorite animal is, though, that would be a trick question.
Oh,
I'd be setting him up for failure.
Finn.
The answer
it's
is
the dog Finn.
Finn is my favorite, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Won.
I don't fuck around, you guys, and I'm telling you. Sometimes, that's what I mean, guys. Sometimes it really isn't that you're not committed. It's that if you could put systems in place, in a way that you can move yourself forward, you'll show a different kind of dedication, okay? I'll give you one for work. We've heard this before, Why are we setting alarms for the morning? That's what everybody does. Why don't you set one for nighttime and bedtime? I am guilty of that. My gosh, I will work after you and the kids go to bed, sometimes till 2 in the morning, and then I'm exhausted, and obviously I sleep longer in the morning, and the whole day is shifted. Why is that showing a lack of commitment? Well, because then maybe I don't go to the gym that day. Okay. Now, when you understand this, guys, you can really start to show that there is more. You want more, you love more, but because of little things that you do day to day, your partner feels the disconnect. Therefore, it looks like there's a lack of commitment. And eventually, all the times you're fighting over these stupid little things, which aren't the problem, we end up quitting, which is why it's showing a lack of commitment in marriage. Okay. You can get ahead of this. Right? Literally, if you're let's work backwards. If you're already at the stage where we're breaking the commitment, okay? Or we can even look at these poor young 20-year-olds that we have to start to work and change as we disrupt divorce to inspire them to want marriage again.
Right.
Right? We have to work harder, guys. We have to start showcasing. So let's work backwards. What does that look like? Well, maybe it does feel hopeless, but what are you doing about it? When we talk about working with Andy Elliott, we didn't just pick him as a business coach. We picked him as somebody, him and his wife. We can
model our entire lives after. Someone that can lead us in business. They have a really strong faith. They have a strong marriage. They have very strong values with family, that's what attracted me. I didn't know who they were, but their values for family are so strong. And then being there, they showed that even more. Their entire team, they know all of the kids' names. The kids were there. It was phenomenal. So we didn't just hire him for business, but if you're going to follow someone, And like if you hire a business coach, for example, that just values money,
Yes.
then that's going to probably violate some other core values. So what an incredible experience.
So where I'm trying to go with it really was, and where I want to go with that is like surround yourself, proximity with the people who have the right things. If you guys are already on the way out, therefore we give up, so there's no commitment, or there's a lack of commitment in marriage, okay? Then surround yourself with somebody who has everything you want.
Yes.
Everything. You know, they are the next level to us. Maybe we are your level, okay? Like there is anyone in your life that is moving at least in one or two of directions, preferably at least two, right? When you have relationship, health, wealth, the Lord, okay? At least two of the three. But then you need somebody for that third, okay? That fourth, okay? So when you understand that, you're gonna be able to move yourself forward faster. Now, why is this important? Because so many of you come to us and it's broken. It's one of you in. That's it. It's not a couple who wants to level up. So that means that you've got to get extra committed because right now you're on the way out, okay? And if you're on the way out and your partner is not committed, then you've got to dive all in.
I have an example. So just this morning, one of our business partners told me about a lady that wants to join the program. And the last thing she told me, she said, this woman is a perfect fit and she's just like you, Kathryn. And I guess she said to Renee, she said, I don't want to idolize anyone's marriage, but I want to be Kathryn. I want everything she has. And that's why she wants to join the program, is because she sees everything that we have and that's what she wants for her marriage. And she recognizes her husband isn't the same as Cass. He's not interested. But we went through that back and forth when he would take the lead and I would take the lead. So it's the exact same thing. She needs to be committed to her marriage and her family. They have a sweet baby that's just about to be born. She also has the same why that I have, like keeping your family together. And so commitment can, there's so many different ways you can look at commitment. When you think about working backwards, like you said, look at what you want and what are the steps to get you there. And oftentimes it's one person being committed, not two. That will, when you grow in that commitment, your partner will either grow in that commitment or you'll outgrow your partner. More often than not, your partner grows with you.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to talk about that in a few episodes, actually. So I'm going to hold on any more of that. But what I want you guys to think about is this. If you are at that disconnected stage where you're both, like you're on your way out, okay? Whether that's affairs, we're actually been served, we're sleeping in other bedrooms, let's go with all those kinds of things, okay?
Or you're just checked out, coasting.
Yeah, and that's important to recognize. I'm glad you brought that up, honey. If somebody, one of you or both of you are checked out and coasting, that is on the way out. You have to recognize, you might as well think about divorce right now, because somebody is, okay? At least one of you, okay? So, that's where you dive all in. Don't worry about your partner. Just do what Kathryn just talked about. Like, you have to be overcommitted, show enough commitment for both, okay? Take responsibility for both sides. Just do it, because you're the one who wants more. Now, we've got those disconnected stages, okay, that we talked about. And if it's really one of you, I want you to remember you have to focus on the fact that you're going to have to go all in. Overcommitment for both sides. Now, if we still have some level of connection, well then, hey, guys, take advantage. Know that you're one of the lucky ones right now, because marriages are dying fast in this day and age. I mean, I sent a video to somebody today who is really interested in the program, and I sent one to a man and a woman, and both their spouses are completely out, guys. It's happening too fast now, and these people are one of them. This is going to be. That means when they get married again, it'll be their third marriage. I spoke to somebody before we went to Arizona. Same thing. It's going to be their fourth marriage. What in the fuck? So if you have the blessing of being together, start systematizing things. I'm serious. It might sound tedious and annoying, but structure, calendar your dates, right?
Yeah, because if you don't actually care and you have to go through the motions, which all of us do at some point. I went through the motions. I didn't think we were going to save our marriage. I was going through the motions to see what I could do. That's a system. How do you handle it? Well, all the things. How do you plan dates? How do you schedule intimacy? How do you handle when your husband gets defensive? Maybe you get defensive. You have a checklist, the lover's list. Everything can be put into a system.
Yeah, we have a system for anxiety right now, guys. We have lots of like tools on our app for that. And stuff.
It's a means to an end. Yeah. You don't have to follow a system forever. It will become natural.
Yes.
Just like my husband knows my favorite animal, and well, I know a lot about you.
She likes the animal, that's for sure. I'm the favorite animal, that's what I should say.
Yes, you are.
All right, guys, we're going to leave you with this. All you have to do is start clearing up in your mind the direction you want to go, whether your partner's in or not, because even if you have a great relationship, guys, you should want more. You should always want more. That's why you're always investing in each other after investing in yourselves. And that is whether it's time, whether that's your money, whether it's your health, whatever, okay? Like you focus on your connection with God, your things that can move you forward and lead your partner, because you both have strengths, okay? All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.